Hello first year to student. Welcome to our basic laboratory room number 310. Today I again going to show you how to be a familiarized with inductor through the virtual laboratory website from IIT KGP. The same link as usual vlabs.iitkgp.ac.in b/exp3, that means experiment 3. So in today's experiment here again you will see the three main tabs: theory, quiz and reference. Under the theory, what you will learn, the objective of the experiment is at the you will explain the function of the inductor and explain the factor influencing the inductance. Function of a inductor, what is this? That the function of a valve, just like a function of a valve to control the amount of fluid that flows through a pipe. In an electronic circuit, what does the resistor is used to control the amount of current that flows through a conductor. As usual, inductor also doing same thing, but in resistance is independent to operation of any AC or DC application, but conductor, in case of AC, they have slight typical function rather than the resistance, because resistance offers same amount of resistiveness to the DC circuit as well as the AC circuit. But in case of inductor, the inductor has a different scenario to how they react to the AC circuits or AC applications. So they have few similarities with capacitor also. It has rate of change by the rate of change of voltage in a capacitor depends upon the current through it. The rate of change of current in an inductor depends upon the voltage applied across it. Like capacitive current, inductive current is not simply proportional to the voltage. Unlike the situation in a resistor, the power associated with the inductive current V times I is not turned into heat but is stored as energy in the inductor as a magnetic field. So this is the equation when inductor is used in AC application. V is equal to L means inductance into di by dt. Here the drop voltage, according to the drop voltage, your current is increasing in respect of time. L is the inductance and is the measure in Henry, where putting a voltage across an inductor cause the current to raise as a ramp, and if the 1 volt across in 1 Henry produces a current that increases at 1 ampere per second. Clear? This is your di by dt, 1 ampere per second, if the voltage is 1 volt and L is 1 Henry. Structure of inductor, there is various kind of structure. This is a solenoid type, this is toroid type. All these kind of various kind of inductors is available in the field, in the industry. It consists of a two wire as a coil around the core. The core may consist of a air filled or hollow tube or solenoid material, like any kind of magnetic material may be used. According to the core or medium, the inductive property may vary. Now there is some few examples how you measure or give an idea the variation of inductance in others properties. The amount of inductance, first case, in amount of the amount of inductance in Henry as a coil has determined by following factors. The amount of inductance in Henry a coil has determined by the factors. What are the factors? These four factors. One, number of turns of wear wound were around the coil. In a coil, how many turns it has wound? So number of turn, that is a factor. Cross sectional area of the coil, this is the cross sectional area from here to here. If you find the R from here to here, you find this entire cross sectional area. And the material type of the coil, which kind of solenoid material is used in this coil, and the length of the coil, that means the entire length from here to here, the entire length of the coil is a very important property in the coil inductor. Okay, now there are test questions. Test questions 1, if the number of turns, let's see how this all the properties, all the objectives are changing the inductance. If the number of turns of coil around an inductor is increased doubles, that means number of turn, if it is make doubles, how will the inductance change? For this we will go to a different site. Here we will see the relation L is equal to mu n square into A by L, where L is the length of the solenoid coil. What I have already I am telling you, this is the length. Here this is the length from here to here, and A is the cross sectional area, and mu is the solenoid approximation. Okay, so this is a constant, mu is a constant here. So for the first case, here the coil has 50 turns, this coil has 100 turns. So we will see, if here we change the number of turns by making a constant any others properties, then what will happen? Suppose the length is 10 centimeter and number of turns is 50, and the coil radius is 1 centimeter, then it will give you this amount of area. So inductance in millihenry or henry will look like this. Okay, 1.79 millihenry. Now let's see what they have till next. If the distance between the turns of the coil around an inductor is increased, if the distance between the turns, between these turns distance is increased or doubled, how will the inductance change? If we keep constant the number of turns and distance is increasing, that means the total length of the coil will increasing. So here from this equation definitely we will be sure that if we increase the L, then our effective inductance will decrease. So let's see here, if we change the length, what will happen? They told that if the length is 3 inch, then confirm first. 3 inch means 7.62 centimeter. Note down it, 2.59, approximately your 2.59 millihenry is your inductance in case of 3 inch length of inductor. Now if we keep our turns, number of turns same, but increase the coil length, that means by increasing the internal gap of this turn, then our coil length will increase at 6 inch. What will happen? What the effect in the inductor? We should confirm. In case of 6 inch in centimeter, it will be 15.24. See your inductance result. In that case, inductance will reduce at 1.29 millihenry, and also they have told that the turns should be kept at 100 turns. So as per their requirement, we also made it here 100 turns. Then in with 100 turns in 6-inch coil length, we will give that inductance of 5.1 Henry approximately. But in case of 3-inch coil length with the same turn, 7.62 centimeter, we found that it will increasing. If we reduced our coil length, then in same number of turns our inductance value will increasing at 10.36 henries approximately. So the first two example has been proved that if we increase our number of turns, then our inductance will increase with the same length. But if we keep our number of turns same but increase our coil length, then our inductance will decrease. Now if the diameter of the coil, that means the radius, that means they talking about the area, cross sectional area, this area, this total spiral area. Okay, so the diameter of the coil around and in the inductor is increased double. This is the less diameter, this is the, let's see, keeping all the values same, we have to only change the diameter. If it is 1 by half, if it is half inch, then 1.27 centimeter. At half inch radius, it will give us a inductance value of 16.71 approximately. Now in case of 1 inch, if we keep all the parameters constant and only change our diameter with 1 inch, then in centimeter it will be 2.54. See how much our inductance will increase. In that case, if we increase our cross section area by increasing our radius, then our inductance will increase at 66.85, almost more than 50 Henry will increase, just increasing the half inch of radius, increasing half inch of radius. Okay, now this is another example of inductive kick. An inductive kick, inductive is capable of producing momentarily voltage that much higher than the voltage of the power source, actual power source that supplied the current to create a magnetic field. You will have an example of sparking plug of any motorcycle or car, or you will find a similarities with your cooking gas igniter. Okay, so this is one kind of common igniter example. This is the temporary, when the temporary voltage is called an inductive kick. Example of the application of inductive device to provide an inductive kick is a combustion engine ignition. Okay, already I told you, system that creates a spark across the gap of the spark plug. Now we are going to the quiz part, where they have asked different type of questions. Here you have to choose any of these given answers according to the problem after calculation, and then you have to click this submit button and verify your answer is okay or not. First refresh it. If you already put any answer, first refresh it, then start. Okay, for calculation, for side by side calculation, I also make a uh, quiz pad for you where I can mark with my pen. So this is your actual live page and this is calculated. So your first question in the live page will, here 250 millihenry inductors are connected in parallel with each other. What will their combined inductance be in henries? So let's find 50 millihenry will connected in parallel. So let's see first what will happen if the inductance connected in parallel. This is same like as, first go through this page where it can be very clear. Series and parallel inductance. When inductors are connected in series, the total inductance of the sum of individual inductors inductance. To understand why this is so, because consider the following definitive measure of inductance is the amount of voltage dropped. The same scenario, the same properties when you find the calculation of resistance. If resistance is connected in series and parallel, then same what there happen in same scenario will happen over there also. But in first I will say you, I have already told you that it is almost similar, the series resistance and inductor, but inductor has a very typical application and reactance with the AC circuits. So let's see what they tell. Definitive measurement of inductance is the amount of voltage dropped across in an inductor for a given rate of current change through it. That is the difference, current change. If you apply alternating current across the resistance, there will no change, the resistive properties will be constant. But in that case, if you in the inductor, if you change the current rate, the opposing resistive properties will change. If the inductors are connected together in series, thus the sharing the same current, they sharing the same current as a resistance and seeing the same rate of change in current, then the total voltage dropped as the result of a change in current will be additive with each inductor, creating a greater total voltage than either of individual sources, just like resistance. If you make series these both two inductor, then the total drop voltage will increase in respect of single one. So as the voltage will high, so inductance will high, as we already seen in the previous lesson. So your total L will be L1 plus L2 plus continuous L10 Ln. Okay, now this is the parallel inductance. So they have already told you, thus the total resistance is less than any of the individual inductors inductance. The formula of calculating the parallel total resistance is the same form as the calculating of parallel resistance. Same it is. If you, that means if you make parallel to make a connection of two coils in parallel, then the voltage drop will decrease. The drop voltage, total drop voltage will decrease across these both inductor. So as a result, is voltage is less, then your inductance will be less. Here there will be a less voltage drop. Same things. Okay, I will not read thoroughly with this, because it will make your video so lengthy. So directly we will go to the quiz. So in that case, they have told that 250 millihenry inductors in parallel, then clearly you will by 2, by making 50 by 2, you will get 25 millihenry. Okay, so select it first. Now the second problem is calculate the total inductance in this collection of inductors as measured between the two wires, that means from here to here. Okay, so according to the circuit you will definitely see that these two inductor are in parallel, L2 and L3, and then after L2 and L3, L1 is series with these both. Okay, so now for the time saving I already draw it. This is your circuit. We have to measure from here to here the effective inductance. This is your 330 here, and this is the 2 Henry, this in inductor, and this is the 5 millihenry connected in series with this combination of both. So open our calculator. First we have to make this, find the parallel connection of these two inductor. So according to the value, first we have to multiply that 2000 Henry and 330 millihenry, 2000 millihenry into 330 millihenry. This amount of figure will be divided by 2330 millihenry. Okay, by this formula, L1 into L2 by L1 plus L2. Okay, this is your suppose L1, this is L2, and this is the application formula. Okay, so let's see, we'll find 283.26 millihenry after parallel these two inductor, and then we have another inductor in series 500. That means this inductance will be added with this result. So add it. We will get 783.26 millihenry. Okay, here we have this option. So go to our live site, select this option. Now again come to our scratchpad area where we can write something. Now the problem number 3, where three inductor has been given, where one is unknown. This inductor is unknown. Okay, and this is 1.2 Henry and this is 3.3 Henry, and we have to find this unknown inductance value, where the total inductance value is given as 2.5 Henry. How large the most inductor Lx, this one, can be ordered to provide a total inductance of 2.5 Henry in this network of the inductors. For this, calculation, we will go to here. Then we can write 2.5. Sorry, the writing will be not so good, so please be consider. So we assume the unknown inductance as a x. Then we can write this known inductor value 3.3. This is the parallel network of these two, and then another known inductor which is in the series with this both inductor network. This one 1.2, this one x, and this one 3.3. So we already given this total inductance value as a 2.5, so I write here, that's why 2.5 is equal to 1 by x plus 1 by 3.3 and then plus 1.2 Henry. So by simplification this equation first, this parallel network equation first, we can write 2.5 Henry is equal to 3.3 x by x plus 3.3 plus 1.2, because we already know if two coils are in parallel then we will get the effective inductance in this way, L1 into L2 divided by L1 plus L2. Okay, so by this formula we'll get this from this. Okay, so now we can write, if we take this 1.2 value at the left hand side, then we can write 2.5 minus 1.2 is equal to 3.3x by x plus 3.3. Now so then making this subtraction we will get 1.3 is equal to this thing, 3.3x by x plus 3.3. So now if we cross multiplication this both, then we will get 3.3x is equal to 1.3x plus 4.29. Now if we take the x at left hand side all along, then again we will write 3.3x minus 1.3x is equal to 4.29. Okay, now easily after this subtraction of all x values, you will get 2x is equal to 4.29. Then easily you can find the value of x by dividing this 4.29 by 2. So it will come 2.145. Find what are the options given already in the question sheet. Yes, 2.145. Now the problem number 4, where two 5 millihenry inducted in series are subject to an electric current that changes at rate of 4.5 amps per second. So we will have to follow this formula here, where V is equal to L into di by dt. Here, as per the question number 4, L has been given 2 5 Henry inducted in series. So your total L will be 10 Henry, and the changes current will be 4.5 amps in 1 second. Okay, so you will have to find the voltage. 4.5 amps will change in 1 second. Okay, so let's calculate 10 into 4.5. Then your volt will be 45 volt. Okay, so yes, first one will be the answer. Now the problem number 5, where two 5 Henry inductors is connected in parallel. Here it is in series and now it is parallel to an electrical current that changes at rate of 4.5 amps same in per second. How much voltage will drop? So in that case, that will be that will be in series, and now it will be in parallel. So let's see. Now your inductor value is same, just it had been connected in parallel, so your effective inductance will be 2.5 Henry, and where your di and dt is same. Di is 4.5 amp in 1 second. So calculate it. 2.5 into 4.5. Your voltage will be, drop voltage will be 11.25. Let's give the answer in the website, 11.25. Now let's check it again if you does not have any missed. No, question number 1, 2 is completed, 3 is completed, 4 is completed, and 5 also. So click the submit. Let's check what the website administrator is given you. Yes, it has been checked, all are okay. So that's how you have to practice more and more. And now some references link also be there, some NPTEL notes also be there. You have to through it for your further detail assessment and learning. And in this way, if you have any further queries, you may contact with us, with the department, with your class teacher, lab in charge and teacher in charge. Thank you very much.